Hey everyone, it's Nishan Sundhi with Nourish. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I wanted to speak with you about a topic that I'm really passionate about, and it's something that has become much more popular for people to analyze and look at in the past maybe 5 or so years, and it's something that I've been studying for quite some time because I started to see that this is something that was affecting my body since around the age, well, probably since I was born, but the time in which I started to really investigate my own self was probably in my early 20s. So it's been at least 10 years or so since I've been trying to read up on this and understand it. In 2005, 2006, the first herbalist that I ever studied with alongside was very gung-ho about really looking at this. And so basically what it is that I'm talking about is food allergies, food intolerances, and food sensitivities. There are tons of us out there that have this, and there's hope. I know that there are a lot of people where you may not even realize that this is going on, and I'm absolutely not somebody who's trying to say every single person has a food sensitivity, but I have had lots of experience where people come into my office and we take some steps to try to go about recognizing if this is an issue or not, and quite often it is. So some of the symptoms that you might find relief from when you start to work with this, in terms of symptoms that are reduced, it could be joint pain, it could be anxiety, it could be sudden bursts of anger, it could be absolutely digestive problems, skin issues. If people have things such as diverticulitis, which is inflammation of the diverticula, which is the little, if you maybe, for instance, on your legs get little inflammations on your hair follicles. People might experience acid reflux. People may have a really, really hard time getting up in the morning. People may find that they are wired. They can't go to bed at night for some reason. So the list goes on and on and on. It can affect the way you smell. It can affect absolutely even your tone of voice. If some days you wake up and you're hoarse, and this might sound minute and crazy, but in terms of the symptomology, because it can be things like even dandruff or yeah, the list goes on and on and on and on. So if you're someone who quite often feels like shit every day, if you're somebody who just never has energy, you feel depressed a lot, this is something to really consider. If you feel like you are someone who doesn't feel good all around, seriously take a look at this and just see. So the best way to go about this, I think, is to food journal. And this is something that Myron, the herbalist I study with, first introduced me to. So the purpose of doing this is to write down everything that you eat, everything you drink, and kind of getting an idea of when and where that's happening, writing down how you feel when you do it, how you feel afterwards, and just taking a look at that list. Some people don't like starting out with the food journal and writing everything down. Some people just aren't built that way. If you're somebody who's more of a mind tracker in terms of just, hey, I noticed that I feel like crap today. I have a pain in my right hip and I happened to eat soy yesterday. Just really paying attention to the possible connections with things. So the one thing that I don't want to suggest occurring is for people to get like obsessive over what they're eating and stuff. It's not about trying to be the best eater. It's about trying to look at what you're eating and seeing how it makes you feel. So if a client comes into my office and I'm asking them to do this food journaling, quite often I just don't even want to see the list because I don't want them to be afraid of my judging them, and I absolutely am not judging them. Like, I love potato chips and I eat potato chips, and I'm like really happy that I eat potato chips because I'm someone, for instance, who can't eat like any grains. Potatoes do okay. Sweet potatoes are much better. And I'm sharing this with you mainly because I want you to know that I know how you feel to some degree, to whatever degree I can. And I think it's really important to understand that because I've had clients come in that have high sensitivity to lots of foods, and it's not until I express to them, hey, I know what you're going through, that they really start to take it seriously. Because quite often you can just be like, fuck off. To be honest, it's just like you get to a point where you can't eat anything and you just feel annoying and you feel like crap all the time, and it's like, it's a really sensitive topic. So anyway, that's not directed at you. It's just, I completely understand how you feel. It can be frustrating when you do start like investigate things. So the one thing that I really don't like to suggest to people quite often, and this is my personal opinion, so take it for what it is doing lab tests, because often people get these lab test results and they come in and they almost want to cry because they have like all these foods all at once that they can't eat. And it's so overwhelming and it's depressing and they start grieving and it's just really, really difficult. So if you do a food journal, you can just like pick out one food at a time, and it's not going to happen overnight. It could take a year, it could take 5 years for you to really figure everything out, but your life is going to change so much. If you're one of these people, your life will change so drastically. It's like you might lose 30 pounds, you might be not depressed anymore, you might just be happier, more balanced. And I'm saying this from people I've worked with and from personal experiences. For many, many years, I suffered serious social anxiety, and I've been overweight almost all my life, carrying most of my weight in my hips and my thighs. And I never understood, no matter what I did, no matter how little I ate, or, looking at the different things that even increasing my protein and looking at paleo type, Weston pricey food intakes, which I highly suggest for like lots of people and have been for a while. But anyway, I could never lose that weight. And I know weight loss isn't about like, it really needs to be about being healthier, but it can be really frustrating to be a female and trying to find a pair of pants and your ass can't fit in anything. Like, it's really frustrating. But once I took out all my food allergies, all of that just water weight, it was water weight. And I felt so gypped, but it was freaking water weight and it went away. And my moods were suddenly fine, and I could be social, because it's not like I would eat something. In the past, I would eat dinner and all of a sudden I'd go into this huge spin of anxiety and I'd be like, I can't go out. And I'd call my friend and say, I'm so sorry, I can't come. I just don't feel well. And people don't get it, and so it was really, really difficult. But anyway, so yeah, I really wanted to express this to you because I'm kind of getting emotional about this, but I wanted to express the importance because I feel for you if you're one of these people, and I want you to know that like your life can change, and I really want you to have that because I've experienced it and it's amazing. So anyway, I really hope this is helpful. I have a PDF that I've written up where I talk about how to food journal if you want help with it. There are also some herbs and things you can do to help you along the way, and there are techniques to use. I highly suggest bringing the foods you can eat in first before you let go of other foods, because sometimes when you just take everything out, you just feel like a desert. You're like, what can I eat? So that's all I wanted to share with you. I know it's a lot. I hope it's okay that I got kind of emotional today, but it's just really important for me to express how life-changing and beautiful it can be, because my life is good now, and for so many years it wasn't. And I just really want that for you. So I hope you're having a really, really great day, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.